Hello. I'm filming today at the Orange County Department of Ed with one of our 4 candidates for CASBO Vice President. I'm pleased to have joining me a friend and a colleague, Rich De Nava, who's the Assistant Superintendent for Business Services for the San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools. So welcome, Rich. I have the pleasure, as with all of our 4 candidates, to serve with them in a variety of different roles. With Rich, he serves on our current CASBO Board of Directors. So over the last 10 years of my term at CASBO, I've had an opportunity to work with him on multiple occasions. So Rich, let's start by letting me ask you this question. Tell me about your career in school business and where you've been and what it's been about.
Sure, Molly. So previous to my time in school business, I came into school business in 2003. So I've been a part of school business for the last 15 years. Previous to that, I was in the United States Army as an Army officer during a peacetime and wartime environment. Anyway, started in 2003 as a director of purchasing in the Upland Unified School District. Served there for a period of about 6 years, taking on a variety of roles in school districts such as director of purchasing, and food services, as well as director of business services. At that point, I was fortunate to receive an opportunity to come work over at San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools as a director of internal business. Stayed there for about 3 years, and following that, I had aspirations of becoming a chief business official. At that point, I took a position over at the San Jacinto Unified School District, where I was the assistant superintendent of business for 2 years. Following that, was given a wonderful opportunity to come back to the San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools, where I occupy the current position as the Assistant Superintendent of Business Services.
Quite a career so far.
Absolutely.
Tell me what you think about yourself, why you think you'd be a good choice for CASBO leadership. Because as people know, you start out as our vice president and then you become president-elect, president immediate past. So it's a 4-year commitment, and you've already been with us for a few years. So tell us why you think you'd be a good choice.
Well, first and foremost, CASBO has done so much for me. And so I feel like there's so many opportunities that CASBO provides to us. I feel like I have the ability to give back to an organization that has given so much to me. I feel like I have many, many years left in education. My journey has not yet completed, but along the way, having become a part of CASBO's leadership at the state level and also at the section level has given me great experience to be grateful and thankful for. And again, it's my opportunity to really give back to the organization.
What do you see as the future of CASBO, and what do you see as coming down the pike for us?
So as far as the future of CASBO, we have seen a lot of change over the course of the last few years, and I love to be a part of that, a part of an organization that is member-driven. We have made great strides, leaps and bounds. Our membership has grown significantly over the last year and a half. And that is a phenomenal feat. Alongside of it, I also see that our legislative services and our advocacy has really been at the forefront of some of the most difficult things that have gone on within the legislature. I feel that CASBO has a voice, a very strong voice, and so I think we will continue to provide that strong voice across all of the state and federal areas to really impact what education looks like here in California. I hold a certification as a CBO within CASBO, was able to obtain that many years ago, but I see that as an opportunity for other school business leaders to also engage and become certified in their particular areas of expertise. So I see a continuing growth within that realm. I also see a continuing growth within the professional development arena, not just for certification purposes, but also to reach out. We have a membership that's well above 24,000 members. And so in regards to doing that, we have to be able to reach out and make sure that we can provide world-class professional development for those individuals as well.
You mentioned that you hold a CASBO certification, your CBO certification, and I know that you've attended many CASBO professional development opportunities. We were just together in our CBO symposium a few weeks ago. How has CASBO directly impacted your career?
Wow, this is a very great question, and I actually probably can cite a few different areas. Number one, education. CASBO has provided excellent professional development for me for the 15 years that I've been a part of it. Starting back from the first Winter Synergy workshop that I attended within the Eastern Section back in 2003. From that point forward, there have been phenomenal opportunities for professional development that I've been a part of, not just from the standpoint of receiving information from colleagues and peers, but also from being able to deliver that information as a member of a professional council, as a member of the Eastern Section Executive Board. Was very involved in a lot of those opportunities, as well as presenting at the local level and the state level during annual conferences. In addition to that, the training component has been phenomenal. Right alongside the professional development, but not just within professional development for me as an individual, also understanding what CASBO means and what CASBO does at the state level. That's been an opportunity for me to really learn and expand my horizons. In addition to that, the networking opportunity that has been provided and afforded to all of us in CASBO, being able to engage our peers on a regular basis and really being able to reach out, not necessarily from a social aspect, but more so from a professional aspect, being able to engage your peers on with people that are doing the same exact things that you are. It has provided such a great sphere of influence for us. In addition to that, it's also provided an opportunity for me to lead and to lead leaders. My colleagues and my peers throughout the education industry, they look to me in many regards to help mentor, provide counsel and guidance. And so in that regard, it's just been phenomenal and impactful in so many ways for me.
That's awesome. The last question I have to you is, as our profession is growing, nobody starts out in school business. You started out as an Army officer, a distinguished career as you came in. You made a change in your career to it. What advice would you have for those entering school business as a career?
Well, at the start of my career, one of the first things my first chief business official told me was, he said, "This is not a sprint, it's a marathon." Obviously, coming into the profession at a very young age of 27, I felt the need to really understand what he was saying and take that to heart. Although I had great aspirations along the way, I realized very quickly that there was a lot to learn, and it wasn't going to come by way of just coming to one conference, one workshop, and so on. So what I would say to anybody who is coming in is, do not be afraid to ask questions. Get involved right away. CASBO was the first thing that he told me to involve myself with, as well as a network opportunity of my job alikes within the San Bernardino County. And so those two areas of advice for me are things that I would also provide to anybody else. Get involved right away. Make your voice heard. Make sure that you realize that just because you don't know something, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't ask the question. Within CASBO, we're a volunteer organization and it's member driven. So we take that very seriously as far as when one of our members is lacking in a particular area, we want to make sure we provide them the resources that are necessary for them to grow and to build their own capacity. And I would just advise anybody who would ask me, what is the best way to do that? Engage people within CASBO, because each and every one of us, I think, wants to help our peers, and we want to see our industry become more successful. It makes me very proud when I'm able to actually reflect on all of the experiences over the years and to see some of those people that have provided counsel to me. I'm very thankful to them. But also the ones that seek my counsel and advice, I'm very proud to see what they have become, because they have not been, they've been willing to put themselves out there and ask the question and seek counsel and guidance where applicable.
Thanks, Rich. Good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you.